Hello, eighth grade. My name is Miss Stonebraker, and I'm going to be your student teacher for this upcoming year. I know this may not be exactly the school year you have anticipated, and I know for sure it's definitely not what I imagined. However, I am really positive we're going to have a great time or have a great semester, and you are going to learn a lot. There are going to be some learning curves and some setbacks, and I'm sure there'll be a few technical issues, but we're all in this together. We'll figure it out one step at a time. And I'm excited to introduce you to myself. So just some of my background. I attended the Kiski Area School District for all 12 years of my education. I'm currently at the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg, which is pretty local to Greensburg-Salem. I'm in my last semester there as a student teacher. What that basically means is I'm studying to be a teacher. I want to be like Mr. Cameron one day and have my own classroom. But in order to complete my degree, I have to fulfill this like internship for student teaching and basically practice being a teacher. So what that means for you guys is slowly I'm going to be doing more things in the classroom, and eventually I'll be reaching a point where I'll be teaching you all with Mr. Cameron in the room. So for now, I'm just kind of going to be in the classroom. I'll be on the virtual meetings, but eventually you'll be learning from me. And the reason I wanted to become a history teacher is because I love storytelling and I love people. I don't really care too much about facts and dates and different things like that. I think the most fascinating part about history is that there's people who make choices, and their choices will have consequences that impact so many others. I love that one person can change, the fate for so many people. And additional, I truly believe that studying history can teach you a lot about the present and the future. We must understand the past so we don't make the same mistakes. So that's kind of why I wanted to be a history teacher. I find it fascinating, and I want to share this love of history, not that it's some boring old subject, but it's an insight into your, the day and age and into the future. And just a few things about what I love. I want you all to get to know me a little bit better. These two furry creatures you're seeing on the screen. This is my parents' dog, Bear. I love him very much. He is a Pyrenees and Lab mix. He's still a puppy. He's still under a year old, but he is massive. He's a huge dog, but like the sweetest thing ever. And then on the far right, this is my little kitten named Pete. We rescued him over like quarantine, I believe back in like May. And he's been just so fun. He acts basically like a dog, even though he is a kitten. And he's super, super fun. And I never had a cat before, but like I said, I basically rescued him. He was a stray cat, and he's been an absolute joy. A few of the things that I really love. I'm a big Netflix junkie. I at least for me over like quarantine and the in-house sort of quarantine we're all doing, I watched a lot of Netflix. I rewatched all of The Office, so let me know if any of you all like The Office. And I'm currently watching Gilmore Girls, if anybody has seen that. I also am a big Star Wars fan. I watched all of the movies over quarantine as well, which kind of rekindled my love for them. And I'm a big Jurassic Park fan. I'm excited for the new Jurassic World to come out. I love dinosaurs. I love Star Wars. That's kind of my jam. I also really love bike riding. Recently got a bike over quarantine, so I've been riding my bike a lot. And I was able to study abroad a few times while I was in college, and I was supposed to go to Spain in March, but unfortunately that had to get canceled due to the pandemic. But I've been to a few places. I love to talk about it. I love to talk about the history I learned there. And I love food. Food is like my love language, and I love talking about food. So I'm a big pizza fan. I love Joey-O's. I know that's you either love Joey-O's or you hate Joey-O's, but Joey-O's is my favorite. I also love tacos. It's my favorite food. I've been eating a lot of ice cream over this past summer. I think, maybe a lot of us have been. And also cheesecake. Cheesecake is my favorite dessert ever. I didn't include it on this presentation, but I love Harry Styles. He's like my favorite human being ever. And I was also supposed to go to his concert. Unfortunately, that had to be rescheduled. So now that you know a little bit about me, I want to get to know about all of you. So there is a little questionnaire on Teams. It looks something like this. And if you would all please fill this out, there's just a few questions, asking about what you like, your pets, and different things. And that way I can get a better chance to know all of you. I'm very excited for this school year. I hope that you are all ready to learn and be flexible with what's going to change. I can't wait to meet you all. Bye.